from the People's National Party, because there is, I don't know if it's rumor going around, saying that there is going to be some runoff with my party leader. I want to make that clearly, and also Jamaica to be understand if it's lie or true. Okay? Yes, thank you very much.
And as for the last point you made, sir, as for the last point you made, one Marky G on the app. One.
All right.
Marky Jesus. Yo! Balance! Yo! Marky Jesus come over internet with that one statement there a while ago. Remember me tell you. One Marky G on the app.
Never.
You never know? Come here, them never know.
One more thing. I am having a little problem with my colleagues
Yes.
from the People's National Party,
Yes.
because there is, I don't know if it's rumor going around, saying that there is going to be some runoff with my party leader. I want to make that clearly, and also Jamaica to be understand if it's lie or true. Okay? Yes, thank you very much.
And as for the last point you made, sir, as for the last point you made, one Marky G on the app. One.
Like and share my side. One Marky G on the app.
All right.
Marky Jesus. Yo! Balance! Yo! Marky Jesus come over internet with that one statement there a while ago. Remember me tell you. One Marky G on the app. You never know? Come here, them never know.
Who vex?
One more thing.
Yo, great, that brother here, Fred.
Problem with my colleagues
Colleague,
from
yes.
the People's National Party,
Yes.
because there is, I don't know if it's rumor going around, saying
Rumors them
that there is
spreading.
going to be some runoff with my party leader.
Yes.
I want to make that clearly, and also Jamaica to be understand if it's lie or true.
Yes.
Okay? Yes, thank you very much.
And as for the last point you made, sir, as for the last point you made, one Marky G on the app. One.
Yo, hey, Mr. Mark Golden, mash up the whole place this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to the platform. It's a brother BOLO V&R. Boy, me late, but me say, yo, me have to forward. Too much things are going on here, man. Too much things are going on, ladies and gentlemen. So, I deal with the news is a mess, man. The news all over the place. Lot of important things is taking place. Some things are there that are very concerning. Even in the PAC meeting. What's up, Cookie? Even in the PAC meeting earlier today. Big up Calligrapher. Calligrapher sent me one clip. I said, what is going on? I said, what is really going on? And then the news about the little girl, man. I said, hey, Jamaica, me
Space!
my heart hurt when I see the news. I say, yo, Virgin, Me say if a man them, yo, me tell you say if a man enough follow the men and women of God in them, man, and listen to the voice of God through the men and women, you know, Virgin, you're gonna see more and more gruesome things happening in this country, you know. You understand what I say? And let me know where you guys are watching from, right? I go check out PTV News.
Come off of the cardboard and the top.
Granted, I do that kind of work, right? And it's disgusting. Sometimes the doctor say, Michelle, you don't want to go in that room right now. Said I got
My God.
show when they sit down, but they sit down and work.
Yes.
Doctor them are working at toilet.
Yes.
People, make sure.
Abilities not them who did the child harm.
Smell good because me glad say the people it spare money I do and them a hide weekly. When they take with money them, me say a judgment or make me real. This I said yes, and that's who responds for them. That man right there.
White now.
Was a disgrace. They
Hold on there. Somebody asked me if me see Melissa today. I think I is.
Help we 3 school lockdown and them don't help.
In the constituency?
Yes, sir.
Anything you do, you don't do it already. Step aside. So you call for resignation? Yes.
The conversation why you were protesting.
So the doctors, the junior doctors. Now I want you to first understand who are interns, right? So
Yes.
interns are doctors who just graduated from medical school. They could be medical school at UE, medical school from overseas, but they just graduated. So they have to do a 1-year program called internship
Omar.
and to kind of orient themselves in the
And what's up?
experience necessary
What's
to
up,
be fully
Anna?
licensed.
Yes.
Now what they were doing was they were working some very long
Internet
hours.
freezing.
Sometimes 24
No,
hours
no,
straight,
from my
40
NR
hours
here,
straight, even
you
one
know.
incident of 54 hours straight. And they were doing a method of
Sometimes
what we
jump
call in
off,
medicine
yeah.
1 in 2.
Yeah.
1 in 2 is where you'd work 24 hours one day, then you work 8 hours the next day, so that's 32. And then the other day you work another 24 hours, then you work 8 hours the next day, and the other day you work 24 hours and 8 hours the next day. And they were in those hours simply because the numbers of interns were short. Right? So they were complaining about those brutal work schedules. And on top of that,
Hi, John.
is where they need to rest and recuperate,
Yes.
you know, that will come back and see patients. This the place is less unsuitable. And we had said, and I've said it several times across many media stations, I was appalled when I heard the story of Doodoo water or feces water leaving from the patient's bathroom, tracking across the ward where anybody can step in it, patient, doctor, ready to
This is water.
Yes, feces water.
Which hospital?
What can go so?
So, I them thing me miss. We tell you, say, a bit things are going on Jamaica, you know. Yo, what the hell, bro? Feces water? What kind of slack this is going in our country?
Hospital was this?
This is the lovely University Hospital of the West Indies.
Feces water.
UHWI, bro. Feces water?
Doctor.
Yes, correct.
Mighty God.
Unbelievable.
And it would truck into the doctor's room, and right there is actually where the fridge is where they put their food. So I was quite appalled at that, and all the members of
Oh,
my
that
team.
is gross. Oh my God.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Oh my God. They need some bleach. They don't need the milk. They need some bleach. What the hell is going on at UHWI? Under the management of Fitzgerald Mitchell, Dr. Carl Bruce, and Christopher Tufton? No, sir.
Team that was with him was quite appalled at the situation. So it was an island-wide problem, right? I just told you what happened with regards to UE, sorry. I just told you what happened with regards to UE. But it was an island-wide problem with regards to the hours and an island-wide problem with regards to the facilities, right? Some more affected than others.
So you said at the University Hospital, the feces water was one of the bone of contention. And the doctors were really dissatisfied. Coupled with that, with the horrendous hours that they have to be working.
Correct, right? So the date of the protest was actually Wednesday the 24th. And I see you have the picture here of the
Yes.
nurse. So the nurses' protests were actually Tuesday the 23rd and ours was Wednesday the 24th. Okay? And there were two different reasons. And it just so happened that the two protests ended up being within 24 hours of each other. Had
Wow.
the nurses' protest actually been another day, we would have joined their protest with them because like how we had joined the Cornwall protest that the nurses initiated.
Oh. So it was two protests and not one.
It's two, not one. Two very different protests. And what we are particularly concerned about is that the fact that the minister was unable, the information and reports he received, he was unable to differentiate between the two protests. One protest was a very localized protest, and another protest was island-wide. So all 99.999% of the interns in Jamaica protested that day and did not turn up to it. So
Whoa, I didn't know that. Something is wrong with my internet. Are you guys hearing me? Maybe they might use Pegasus for me. Maybe that's why nobody now stay upon it. Maybe they might kick off the people in my forward. I don't know. I only have one internet. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If they might try to discourage me from stop doing my live, them it's working. Trust me. It is working. I've been scaling back a lot from doing any content. I put out videos, I share in the groups, the people them don't watch them. Them don't like them don't share them. And I can't even blame people them. I just don't know what they're doing. People them not get notifications. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
And that wasn't reported in the media.
well, it did come in the media, you know, but
it never gets a strong highlight.
It probably never gets a strong highlight. But 99.9% of the interns actually did not turn up to work in COVID.
And this is the same Christopher Tufton, ladies and gentlemen. That was on what do you call it? At the World Cup or in the United States the other day. Telling one bag of lie about the state of Jamaica healthcare system. How every day? See that? I tell one bag of lie about the state of healthcare system. Wait. I guess I missed it. Oh, gone too far. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna want to turn on the sound figure blast. I want to get your right video. Alright, so. Oh, here it is.
You're a yard man.
Yeah, well, I'm a big yard man.
What made you leave Jamaica to come to Miami?
Just here for 2 days. My son loves football, and of course, World Cup going on. And I said, listen, I'm gonna treat him. So we are here just to watch and then head back.
Why do you think Jamaica never make it to the World Cup?
Because we have the heart of lions, but sometimes the coordination is a little out of place. We have done it before, one time actually, but we never made it this time, unfortunately. But still a champion team. As a matter of fact, most big teams now have Jamaican players, including the big England that won today.
What do you do for work?
So I'm the Minister of Health and Wellness in Jamaica.
Do you think that Jamaica has a good healthcare system?
I think we have a better healthcare system than we had 10 years ago when we took office.
What's the difference?
More hospital beds, more diagnostic equipment, more drugs being given to persons who are ill free of cost, more doctors and nurses, more legislation or policy around restriction of sugary drink. But let me stress, it's never perfect and it never really reaches the target that you want because the challenges evolve every single day.
So if there's one thing that you want to see change now as the health minister, what would you want it to be?
I think it would be really good if every citizen understood that they have a role to protect their own health. Secondly though, the nurses and doctors showing more empathy because over time, if you're in the business long enough, you get a little cold to illness and sometimes you miss the importance of showing better care. Even as you administer clinical care, the behavioral response to people is also very important. If a baby falls off a bed, it's a crisis. If you take it from the perspective of someone who is suffering or having a relative who is suffering, it's always a crisis. And everybody expects an immediate response and an immediate remedy. It's always not possible to do that. More often than not, it's not. But you try. So my ideal world is to see each of us taking a decision that we're going to live in a a way that protects us, exercise, rest, drink more water than sugary drink, that sort of thing. And also those who work in the system recognizing that it's not good enough to just be an excellent clinician. It's also important to administer care with empathy, because empathy helps to overcome the kind of misery index that those who are suffering experience.
Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop lying. Stop.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Bridging. Only hear Christopher Tufton a while ago. Brother.
Actually, but we never made it this time, unfortunately. But still a champion team. As a matter of fact, most big teams now have Jamaican players, including the big England that won today.
What do you do for work?
So I'm the Minister of Health and Wellness in Jamaica.
Do you think that Jamaica has a good healthcare system?
I think we have a better healthcare system than we had 10 years ago when we...
What can go so?
Protest for the brutal working hours, as well as
99% of the intern them.
And treat patients the next day. So you can imagine the doctor that just walked through do the water now have to go and see a patient, right?
Mighty God.
So that
do the what?
A doctor walking in do the water, and it's better than 10 years ago. When the machine break down and all of the linen was just piling up. But it's better than 10 years ago. The devil is a liar.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was the reason for the interns protest and a couple of issues, Mr. Stevens.
But you have accused the health minister of making a misleading statement.
Correct.
What exactly did he get wrong, and why is it so important for him to retract those statements?
Well, he got at least 4 things wrong. First of all, as I said, he implicitly got the timeline wrong. The 2 protests happened 2 different days.
Yes.
We would have supported the nurses if it had gone a little longer. So there's not. I don't want anybody to think that there's any divide between us and nurses. None whatsoever. Right? I have a very good relationship with my nurses.
Yes.
So the timeline is wrong implicitly.
Mm-hmm.
2, the profession is wrong. Right?
Mm-hmm.
3, the method of the protest was wrong. In terms of 1, the nurses demonstrated with placards. Doctors just didn't turn up to work. 4, the volume of...
Say that again, miss. You talk fast. Let me play that back. What you say a difference a while ago? One come with placard and one show up to work. That you said?
Mm-hmm. The method of the protest was wrong. In terms of 1, the nurses demonstrated with placards. Doctors just didn't turn up to work.
Oh.
4, the volume of the protest. 1 was a localized hospital protest. 1 was an island-wide
protest. Yes.
So you can miss over 100 doctors. Over 100 doctors. You can imagine, because it's island-wide, over 100 doctors did not turn up.
Over 100 doctors never turned up for work.
You have 99.9% of the doctors, the interns missing, you're going to have numbers over 100. So how can you miss so many doctors not turning up and thinking that it's only a localized university hospital issue? What is your fixation with that hospital? That is my question. Why are you... 1 is my question is, what is your fixation with that hospital? 2, are you picking on the interns? Right? And these are most junior and most vulnerable set of doctors. And just graduate and leave high school. And just left. These are when you send your child to high school, to university, they want to become doctors. And as they leave hospital, as they leave medicine in the faculty of medicine, they hear now that their chief policymaker or their who they look to as their employer is accusing them of something that they didn't do and throwing blame on them for something that they did not do. So that can affect the moral of people that are currently exist, as well as for the doctors to come. They'll say, well, I just want to leave Jamaica because if this is how I am being treated, I'm just going to leave. And we have what we're seeing now is an attrition of our medical professionals. And the question is, why do we have an attrition of our medical professionals?
Tell us why tonight, Dr. B.
I prefer
calling you Dr. B, it's easier.
There's several reasons, right? There's several reasons. When you, as a doctor, you care for your patients, right?
Yes.
And you have to sit down and you have to look and you have to watch the patient suffer because there are not enough things in the system for the patient. For example, I work in CT machine for children. There is none. What the patients have to do now, they have to go to KPH and pack up and come from Buster to KPH to go and get a CT scan machine. To get the CT scans done.
No, the CT scan don't come to Buster, Manty.
No. When you look at simple things such as an IV access, where
Jamaica, Christopher Tough time just play and say this whole system is better than 10 years ago. Man can't lie, so man. Like you consciously know say a lie you're telling a brother. Yo, boy, man, I tell you some patiently I wait for God for just need to do me. You know. Yeah, man, me patiently I wait for God for need to do no man. You know too much now, brother. Man, nothing like so, bro.
And boy, I tell you,
no, Dr. B, don't hold back anything.
Do the
what
water,
you think
you know?
about IV access? Talk about that.
Do the water.
The university hospital have a shortage of IV accesses for the children. And these are the children, the most vulnerable of our nations, the future of our nations. And there's no IV access to put in their hand to save their life. You have doctors have to jump over a hoop and all sorts of something to get them IV access. But you look at even things like IV fluids. Once again, university hospital. If you don't have, there's no IV fluid, there's a particular IV fluid that you give for a particular problem, right?
Yeah.
They don't have any. Yeah, they're short, right? They come in and it's short and it's done. The poor patients, right? So
our hospital like the University of the West Indies don't have IV fluid.
You remember what he said? The most money is pumped into. They have spent the most money. This government has spent the most money in those cases. Why is it not reflecting on the service? Why are people short of equipment and stuff like that? Come on, man.
That is a matter that you have to take up with hospital administration. I can't answer that. I can only tell you what us as the technical people on the ground experience, and it is disheartening, and it stresses us out. I had to talk down a doctor the other day because the doctor just wasn't able to manage it because he wants to treat his patients and she wants to treat her patients, and there's nothing there to treat the patients.
Did you guys listen to this?
And this is something
wrong with the
that
internet.
is not only university and hospital, just the university hospital probably most recent and probably one.
True, I wonder if because me say one market Jeep on the app. Jamaica one market Jeep on the app. A one market G on the app. I will not take it back. One market Jeep on the app. However it is. Mighty God. Let me see YouTube. Watch out.
One of the most egregious, but it's something that happens in an island-wide sense.
So you're saying that there's a continuous shortage across the island.
One market Jeep on the app.
So it's not just IV fluids, you know. For this particular one with the university is an IV fluid issue. However, there are other things that can be short. For example, there's sometimes no sheet to put on the bed when you want to operate on surgery. You don't need to have no sheet.
I'm dead.
How regular is this no sheet?
I don't know if you know. But there's a no sheet problem right now at a particular institution, and there's a no paper to write your notes on either at a particular institution.
Brother, something as basic as paper. And the man them a run short of paper. Running out of linen. It's not like say we have one pandemic and you know people are. It's just drones of people. The problem with what's happening with this, you know, is not the amount of people coming. It's actually the amount of people that is working in the system and the amount of equipment that they actually have. That's what it appears to be to me. The people them lack the tools them. What if you have one intern to 30 person? And them work 30 hour, more than 24-hour shift.
So something on pink
Recipe
wall
for
that says
disaster, that man.
KPH hospital. The linens have to be transported in the bus that the nurses should be going home in. Any truth to that argument?
We had spoken to the hospital administration. I believe that they will be the best person to answer them, but we had spoken to them about the matter, and they had explained to us that the things are put into a plastic bag.
I don't know what's going
into a
on
plastic bag
on
first,
TikTok.
and then they are wrapped in a clean linen. And then after
that is it, right?
That seems to be the picture that I saw.
My
And they have clean linen, and then if there's any spillage or spoilage, they would have sanitized the bus. Based on hospital administration, that's what they had said, and we had asked them about the matter.
So when did the hospital come to this? How come you don't have a separate vehicle to come and take up these things?
Once again, that is a question you need to ask hospital administration.
So your doctors, your junior doctors are demoralized by the conditions they have to be working under.
Yes, that is correct. They're absolutely demoralized by it. And one of the things that we have is a car accidents, right? And I think for at least this year we've done at least 4. 3 of which would have one at UA, one in Southern and one in Northern, I think, Northern Regional Health Authority, and then you would have had near misses as well. In my year alone, when I was an intern, I had one of my colleagues crash twice. So it's become a staple because of the long working hours.
So you have 4 junior doctors have met in accident.
That is correct.
Because
that we know.
You know, because of overwork, stress, and being tired.
The long hours.
Where you say? Where you say go sleep? I'm there on the live, you know, I don't know where I say I'm going to text me, you know. Just send me something on Facebook.
About just to hold it and we comfortable during that time. So they were really good.
Mighty God. Dr. B, how you manage? Because you have to be encouraging the junior doctors, and at the same time, you have to be on the battlefield trying to see how you manage, Dr. B.
Well, I will say that it's a team effort, and I will say that I do have a good team working with me, and the doctors are very supportive, especially the doctors I work with, because I also do work full time. But the doctors I work with are very supportive. So we as a team, we just know that this is the work that needs to be done, and we just have to do it.
So basically, the minister suggested the protest was because of the shortage of beds. But you're actually saying that the doctors working for more than 48 hours without proper rest. How far apart are those two narratives?
So everything leads back to patient care now. And I want to just point this out. The same report that he received that the doctors were protesting in bed space, possibly the same report that told him that there were actually 50 beds in the hospital. Based on our assessment and our people, because one of the things is when you short bed, when you work at places like that short bed, you will walk from ward to ward to find a bed to put a patient on. I have done it myself. I would walk, if I call a ward and the ward tell me they don't have any bed, I am walking to that ward to find out if they have a bed.
What's going on?
You literally physically go to the ward.
I'll go to the ward and I will say I need my patient on a bed. So our doctors, that's what we tend to do, and our nurses. So what had happened actually during that time, our doctors had walked around from ward to ward, and there were
took
about
off some of them
beds
something
that were defective. So the report that he received, I'm very concerned about that report, because you say one thing to the public, but on the ground, the technical people are seeing something else. There were 50 defective beds. There were not 50 beds available.
Mummy, not mummy, you know, one of the day in the house. Miss Nurse Lady. The man a liar. The man is a pathological liar. I don't know if you guys was listening, if you guys caught the PMP town hall meeting earlier that was in St. Elizabeth. But you know, Dr. Nathan Campbell said something, and I was like, bro, I've been saying this. Right? I've been saying this. The government does not care. They don't have any love for the people. They are heartless, wicked individuals. You know how long it took me to come to that conclusion because I didn't want to believe it. But the more and more the compound, you know, is one thing when people tell you about somebody, you know. It's another thing when you observe them action, knowing that they have the power to affect real change and actually change things to make things better, and they sit on their laurels and watch people suffer. And it tells me everything I need to know about this Jamaica Labour Party government. I don't know how people support this government. I cannot see you. I couldn't support Mark Golding if Mark Golding goes into power and politically victimizes JLP people. I don't business on no comrade want to say no. If you have them the style there, you can keep that to yourself. But me cannot see, however you treat your enemies, them are people who would consider your enemies or them not like you or whatever. God not teach that. For you do them something in a leadership. When you go in a leadership, you're the leader of everybody, even if them never vote for you. You feel me I deal with? God doesn't, that's not exalting the Most High. You understand? You can't say as somebody where acknowledge God and say you love God and you're actually practicing God's ways. Things where God do you can do, you know God. And God don't tell us vengeance is mine, not yours, because God don't want you to take on that sin there. But God's sovereign and He's just. So as a leader now, we're coming up power now. If nobody, if the people enough, and then the way how I look at it from a human perspective, just common sense. If you don't like me for some reason, for whatever reason, right? It would be smarter for me to make your life easier by affecting positive change. Not that I am trying to solicit your vote directly, you know, but because it's the right thing to do. Good night, I'm not hearing you. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. That's why the people them drop off. Something going on with me. Let me see if that phone here work. Pegasus at work, boy. Pegasus at work hard. Yeah, no. TikTok, Sassy, not YouTube. TikTok. The TikTok numbers then drop gone to hell. And so me know say something wrong. They have it a build up and then all of a sudden, you know, see nobody on the 1 and 2 person up on the same way. I know them tell me say they not hear me, so me a change phone. Maybe something wrong with that phone. I have that phone I hold, you know. Phone I hold, man. No, sir, can't. In which life on that device? No, me never say for do that. To go live on this device and you're live on the other device. Sure. Start over my life, you know. Hopefully they can hear. So what may I say, ladies and gentlemen, it's not, I could not support Mark Golding or any leader for that matter that would victimize other people because they didn't vote for them. Suppose one day I decided that I want to vote for somebody else and I saw that that other person, to me, would do a better job. So I would become a victim of that same person. Right? I cannot support a leader like that. And all of you labrats that support the Jamaica Labour Party, you guys know, you guys promote political victimization because somebody didn't vote for this person or they didn't vote for the party. Oh, them not forget nothing. Now someone wanna come on the internet and I go on the most way. When you can't hear me on TikTok, let me know if you can't hear me, my ladies and gentlemen. Wanna go on TikTok, on TikTok, especially on TikTok. And please tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. That's how you hit the like button. The best way to say hello is to double tap the screen. I want Marky G on the app, man. You never know. One
more
Marky
thing.
G on the app.
I am having a little problem with my colleagues
Yes.
from the People's National Party.
Yes.
Because there is, I don't know if it's rumor going around, saying that there is going to be some runoff with my party leader.
Yes.
I want to make that clearly and also Jamaica to be understand.
Yes.
If it's lie or true.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And as for the last point you made, sir, as for the last point you made, one Marky G on the app.
One. One Marky G on the app, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, no.
Hey, yo. One Marky G on the app. They say, yo, the man turn up, the whole place is up after that, man, I tell you. The whole place is up after that. Hey, more big up Miss Keisha on this thing, you know. I don't know if it's Mrs. You know, Miss, I don't know if she's married. Doctor, it was so good to see Dr. Miranda Wellington, you know. So good to see her. Oh my God, I don't know who said it. I think it was the water. Mr. Ian Hales that said if it was Miranda Wellington, the problem them with them have down at St. Elizabeth with Fly Green, they wouldn't have so much problem. Real advocacy would be going on, man. If it was the PNP in power, enough of these things where you see are going. Jamaica, me not ask Christ. I say me not ask Christ. The way the people must suffer down there. Some things when me hear, me say, oh God, man. I say, no. As a matter of fact, I have to go over the last part there. I have to go over the last part there. The lady said some things in the last part. It blew my mind. Team PNP. It blew my mind. The lady that was wrapping up the show.
Yeah. Clearly and also Jamaica to be understand if it's lie or true. Okay? Yes. Thank you very much.
Big up that brother. Yo, me say I got to tell him to ask a question. Brother, you create a viral moment. Remember me tell you that.
Buchanan, who can get it to the position, yeah? In terms of parity, boy, Kevar, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, to visit parity. And then there's Ian and Dictaty. And you make the point to some other place, relocate. I also have to wonder, you know, at this time, a future hurricane, lightning don't strike in the same place twice.
Content division.
Provide your information in terms of name and number and the name of the district to Councillor Buchanan, who can get it to me. I will approach rather, not just on your behalf, but on behalf of everybody in your community who is in a similar position. Yeah. In terms of parity, boy, Kevar, it's good to hear. It's good to hear from you, Kevar. You know, I mean, it's good to hear from you. Yeah. I will try to find the time to come back to visit parity specifically. It will not be in the next 2 weeks because I'm actually traveling, and then there's independence. But I will try and find time even in August for come to the community and talk to the people, because I know based on everything that's swirling around, there's a lot of insecurity. And you make the point.
Cheer up the life.
You're going to relocate people who depend on the sea and the proximity of Pelican and so on to some other place. How are they going to make a living? You know, these are the kind of issues that before any plan is made about relocating communities to build some new city, these things have to be resolved with the people.
Yes.
And I also have to wonder, you're talking about moving people because they were hit by a hurricane.
Uh-huh.
But there are coastal communities right around Jamaica.
Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch what Mark Golding just said a while ago? Let me break it down. The argument that Andrew Wallace made in his clip. Let me see if I can find the clip. Andrew Holness relocating Parity residents, TVJ. I think this is it.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness revealed that Parity residents will be relocated. He was speaking at the NHD Malvern Housing Development handing over ceremony today. Battered by storm surge and rising sea levels during Hurricane Melissa, the coastal community of Parity has been left vulnerable, its future now uncertain.
Your brothers and sisters who are on the coast in Parity.
Yes.
An area that was badly damaged, which I toured, which is quite clear that the cost of reconstruction there would be quite higher than the houses that you're trying to save.
The government has made it clear that the area will not be rebuilt as is. Instead, residents will be relocated in a phased process aimed at protecting both lives and livelihoods.
We have already indicated to the people of Parity that that area has to be relocated. And we will do it in such a way that their livelihood will be preserved, the value of their asset will be preserved, but most importantly, their dignity will be preserved.
Central to that plan is the deployment of 2,500 semi-permanent modular housing units purchased by the National Housing Trust at a cost of over $29 million.
These units will form the basis of the government's response for persons who must be relocated from areas that have been significantly damaged, or for persons who have lost everything and are not able to rebuild.
St. Elizabeth is expected to receive the bulk of these units, with designated housing clusters already identified. Authorities say relocation will not happen overnight, but through careful consultation.
So in a year, Parity, you know, it's not good for people. Like, you know, it's gonna be dangerous for them to live there. So when you set this precedence now, and this is why nobody at Parity enough to give up them property. Nobody was sensible anyway. Because what you're doing, you're walking into a trap. You're walking into a level of conditioning. There's properties all around Jamaica, all around the coast. Why can a hotel go on the property? Right? Where tourists are supposed to go. Them no fear for the tourists, them life. Child of Yahweh. Hey, what's up? Child of Yahweh, big up. Aren't they afraid of the tourist life? Aren't they afraid that a hurricane could come, a massive hurricane, and persons will be in the hotel, and then, you know, they would die because, you know, it's so dangerous to live on the coast. So it's okay for you to build for the tourists to come here, and for persons that are close to the government to be part of some grandiose plan to build up Parity and take the beach and turn it in a south coast. There was a video on oh my God, what's your name again? Oh my God, my mind works some way sometimes. I'm all over the place, but follow me, ladies and gentlemen. I have a video that I did about Parity. Lord of mercy. Parity. So we can't find a Parity video. Parity. So we can't find a Parity video. Serious message to Parity residents. Oh, that's a jailbird. Let's see if I'm finding this. Here we are.
The Caribbean Sea. Mr. Will
lose everything anyway. I see him rest of that. Big up yourself, Carly. Fly green and Jonas and them.
So
Platform is gonna get me on back up Jordan. There was a TikTok video. But I can't remember that lady's name. She does like finances and stuff. Like she talks about, you know, investment and stuff like that. Long and short of it is she was talking to one of the investors and he said, what do you say to people that say, you know, it's dangerous because of the storms? He said, no, this is a good investment. What's up publicly PG? Peter gave me things you dash me, I'm not telling no lie. Me think say dash me way. Fully dash me way. Now I wonder how I go and look like an algorithm dash me. But big up yourself still. Trouble me and trouble you. But still say I do your thing, you know what I mean? No man, I trouble me and trouble you. I don't believe that man. I trouble me and trouble you. That's a long time I don't see, you know what I mean? But well, me really see up on Andre Shaw do your thing still. School did a beat a bad. Yeah, you have to take care of that. You have to take care of that first in study. But as I was saying about party, ladies and gentlemen, there was a video from this content creator. I don't remember what her name is. Yeah, me know, you get all idea now. What's her name? Kayla Reynolds? Hold on there. Somebody remember what me I talk about. Hey, that's why I love you know. Big up the people in me, man. I can't remember her name. What? That's her name on TikTok? Kayla Reynolds. Kayla Reynolds. Yeah, I want to find that party video to show you how these people are, right? Kayla, oh, see her here? Kayla Money, our TikTok name. Let me find the party video. It was like a month ago. They were advertising specifically that property that Desmond or Edmund Bartlett was talking about, right? Where is it? Somewhere around here, so around this time, if I'm not mistaken. How business raise funds, blah blah blah. Oh, she come from Ocean Wide too. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Where is this video? I think it was right near the video with this dude. Oh, here it is. Got him.
In Montego Bay, where CNW Business is officially becoming Liberty Business, and this is more than just a name change.
No, this is nothing.
And what we have done.
I'm here at the iconic Rose Hall in Montego Bay, where CNW Business
Working in over 30 markets.
And what we have done, working through some.
Cuba can prove Jetor has officially. Jamaica is Elon Musk gas price. What if billions of dollars in African financing were available to Jamaican businesses and most entrepreneurs don't even know? Can you? New IPO is.
I have to, when I find this video, I'm gonna make sure I clip it. I'm gonna make sure I take it down. I need it as a reference. I think this is it. Wait a minute.
Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth is rapidly developing into one of the hottest locations for investment properties. Today, we're touring Treasure Bay Estates.
This development is the first of its kind in St. Elizabeth and also on the south coast.
What do you say to investors or potential investors who may be afraid to build or buy here because of the threat of hurricanes?
I think this is a great investment.
Treasure Beach is back.
Treasure Beach is back. I think this a greater investment. I mean, listen, big up that lady there. But that does. What do you say to people that say, you know, the threat of these hurricanes? Well, I think this is a great investment. Well, here we go on party people. We have a great situation. Don't give it up. According to the investors, where you live, it is a great investment. Don't make Anjona's government chicken out on the property, but we now move on one bag of foolishness. If it's a great investment for investors, it is a great investment for you. But they want to make it, oh, you know, the houses that you own, it's too expensive to rebuild it. Why rebuild it? Because it's a great investment. Parity is back. Treasure Beach is back. They are all excited. Listen, whether they know it or not, their success would be your horror would be their success. You leaving so them can turn the whole of Parity and all of them beach to go up the line in a South Beach according to Edmund Bartlett and me say so we can play the tape. Don't test me. Edmund Bartlett say, think of Treasure, think of Florida, South Beach, Florida. And when I look up South Beach, Florida, that beach is 2.9 miles. Hello, somebody. And I don't know Parity, I don't know St. Elizabeth like that, but he named 3 community along that coast in the video that would be equivalent to a South Beach. You get me? So these people don't care about you, the small man. They don't care about protecting you. They have them friend. We own Treasure Beach and all of these places where them see one talk out of their mouth. The man that is the CEO of NARA, we say it again, they're asking the question, is your wife the daughter of the person that owns Treasure Beach? The level of nepotism and cronyism and corruption in the Jamaica Labour Party is ridiculous. I don't know how people like, bro, there's no conversation anymore. No? These people have totally exposed themselves. No? Shun the very appearance of evil. These people are evil. This is a great investment. You know how far did you come from?
What do you say to investors or potential investors who may be afraid to build or buy here because of the threat of hurricanes?
I think this is a great investment.
It's a great investment, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great investment. But right here, what did Andrew say?
The coastal community of Parity has been left vulnerable, its future now uncertain.
Your brothers and sisters who are on the coast in Parity, an area that was badly damaged, which I toured, which is quite clear that the cost of reconstruction there would be quite higher than the houses that you're trying to save.
So the man that discouraged you in a Parity people. No, man, don't leave, man. It's going to cost you too much. Come on, but no, we got the money to do the things. Just leave. Go into a container home. I am not in your predicament. You got to love yourself. I mean, you got to protect yourself and your assets. Listen, there are domestic enemies and there are external and internal enemies. The Jamaica Labour Party is an internal enemy of the people of Jamaica. Even the same Labour right them are going to suffer under them and has been suffering. I'm telling you, some of the things that I heard from the, which I'm going to go to now, and this is why I said this part that Marky G made right here.
Be resolved with the people. And I also have to wonder, you know, you're talking about moving people because they were hit by a hurricane. But there are coastal communities right around Jamaica.
Exactly.
The hurricane happened to hit this area this time. A future hurricane, lightning don't strike in the same place twice, they've said. A future hurricane could hit any part of Jamaica, any coastal community.
Yes.
So, you know, to take a decision now to do it here, what about everywhere else? I'm just wondering what the real plan is. You know, and I'm told that...
What is the motive behind this decision? This was an excellent point that Mark Golding made, ladies and gentlemen. There's people living on the coast everywhere. There's fishermen everywhere. Is it a plan to remove all the fisher folks off their coast? You know what I'm happy about? And maybe this no, I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm happy about, ladies and gentlemen, even if this channel don't get the numbers, I see other people making these solid arguments on their platforms. And the message is going out there and it's forcing persons to think. There's this girl, this girl, oh my God, this white girl, man, on TikTok. She did a video on, what's her name? I think I have it in my phone. I think I downloaded it. She did a video on Christopher Tufton for all the lies he was telling about the healthcare system. fine.
There are politically connected persons who have been buying up land in this area, and it's really an opportunity for profiteering to take place on the land that they have invested in. Now, I can't tell you whether or not that is completely factual, but I've heard this from several sources. So we are concerned about the way the government is going about this. It needs greater transparency. It needs to be more inclusive in its consultation with the people. And the whole idea of it must be a people-centered thing. It must be about helping the people to have a better life, not about any other agenda of any kind. And as for the last point you made, sir, one market Jeep on the app. One.
Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Yo, Marky G said one Marky Jeep on the app. When the man asks him, what is this thing about people being challenged? What's going on? Marky G said one Marky Jeep on the app.
Side and accountability. Concerns surrounding compulsory acquisition and unlock untapped economic potential from a resident in Rice Peace in Middlesex. A lot of springs that we say thank you.
One
MP Ian Hales. I believe St. Elizabeth is one of the parishes with the most water.
Listen to the argument. People, oh man, no, TikTok, no. What am I doing now? On the top of the screen on my side. That's how the thing now go out, man. You have 30 people watching, everybody give me some taps, man. Run it in a 5-minute interval. Give me 5 minutes of taps, man. So you think you look spicy and nice. 170. That's it. Come on, man.
Especially in northwestern St. Elizabeth. A lot of rivers.
People on YouTube.
A lot of springs all over. Nevertheless, the people of St. Elizabeth, we are suffering from water insecurity.
Right.
Serious water insecurity. And I've heard him ask for the names of some of our communities, and I can give you a list. Right now I have a NWC bill on my telephone. It was sent to me for $475,000 from a resident in Rice Peace in Middlesex. And they have not been getting water for over 20 years.
My God.
The last time you were here, you came with a bag of groceries, you remember? And you gave us a detailed explanation regarding the cost of living. Before Melissa, it was rough. After Melissa, it is rougher. Because some of us did not take heed to your warning. And right now we are in a pickle. This evening, you gave an in-depth examination of water supply and infrastructure across the parish following Hurricane Melissa. You spoke about the damaged system and the unreliable supply. Communities still dependent on trucked water, and there are not enough trucks in St. Elizabeth to truck water, and I can tell you that it is very costly. The people of a compound town can tell you, Bexsalem, Newmarket area, Coca, Rice Peace, all over St. Elizabeth, they can tell you that the cost to buy water, it's horrible. We just cannot afford it.
Crazy.
And you talk about communities dependent on truck water and the investment required to restore and secure reliable water for households, especially our women and girls, farms and businesses in St. Elizabeth. I must tell you that I'm reading this vote of thanks and I'm reading it under stress. Because I've gone to homes where girls are not able to attend school.
Listen to this.
Because there's no water. And it's that time of the month. And they have to stay home because there is no water for them to use to go to school.
So you tell me, say, one entire area of Jamaica, one community where there's no water and children not able to go to school because there's no water. Young ladies, teenagers, seeing that time of the month, they can't not take a shower and go to school. How? Let me tell you something. Right now, I hope to look water drain out of my pipe. Because from what I noticed last year till now, the man not start turning off the water at night time. I don't know how Jamaican people so just calm and just only not get mad and just start deal with all the part when them come to them with $5,000, like all them couldn't. Now I understand why Mr. Wayne know something, but this time, I say if any of them ever look for me, I can talk about so they want to bribe him for my vote with. This or no? Brother, I want to see change. Positive change. Okay, I can sit down for 20 years and live in one place and no water none of there. Hey. Hey. If they never have my mentality. Me say if you just have my mentality, because I look at my daughter can beat for go to school so she can't go to school. Purple butterfly, what's up? No man, them thing in a right, Jamaica. Them thing in a right.
School. Nevertheless, sir, thank you for coming to shed light on this very important topic, because we know that water is life.
20 years they now water for. 20. 20 years now. 20 years. But I mean, even business are who they in a power. That have to change. That have to change. I could have PNP or JLP would have incurred my wrath. What? What's the mad? Yo, but I'm run certain joking.
Dr. Campbell, you understand very well the human impact of Hurricane Melissa and the farmers of St. Elizabeth, the western region overall. Crops were destroyed and harvest wiped out. It's the first time I've ever seen a hurricane remove pineapple plants out of the soil. And I am wondering if it's a snap.
Mighty God, you hear that? You hear that, Jamaica? Me say, Dayton Campbell was so. Dayton Campbell know exactly what lady I talk about. Because if him constituency get it harder at the tornado there. That was not no storm. That was no hurricane. I want typhoon. Yes, and then Andrew Honest the other day I make we know so the cruise ship them come to Jamaica and water then come for. If full up and go about them business, then sell them water. Deacon, I don't know this particular, the intricacies of politics is complex, you know. You understand what I say? Because you can't want to do things, you know, in our constituency, but you have to find the money to do it. And you see, because sometimes party change. Alright, say for instance, you draft one plan, you have PNP and say, alright. And me know this for a fact. You see Westmoreland was going to get some serious development down there to solve some big problem, road and water. Mama P when I line it up. And look on the context of Mama P. When Mama P come in for your 4 year, remember say JLP mash up the economy, you know? So it depends on the state of the economy and it depends on how long you stay in a power for affect change. The longer you stay in a power, you see him change now move, and you have to be blamed. Because you have the power to affect change. Whatever the problem is, you see it, you say you capable to do the job, you know. That's like me, I hire you for line the house for electricity. You tell me say you are the best person for the job. And next man come and I tell me say them are the best person. And me about 4 hours and based off on the resume, me say alright, you look like you are the man, you know. You get the job now, and then when you done the work, you tell me say, I want the other man them fault. What? You tell me say you can't do the job? I don't want to hear that. I don't want a results more. But again, Mama P was in a very, very terrible situation. I mean, World Bank and all of them people and they ain't deal with it none at all. The economy is on the verge of total collapse. Like right at the brink of collapse. Total economic collapse. So it was a hard thing for she maneuver. Remember say Remember say IMF they not do none at all, you know. So yeah man, then they have some serious plans for Westmoreland man with water and road man and agriculture. The road and the water go with the agriculture. You understand? And the next thing too, if you notice, Mark Golding's role when Mama P was there in removing that law where marijuana was concerned, you know say West say ganja. You know say down the side they say ganja. So that was huge. That was a part of the change that was coming. But since then, they haven't really done much with that law and moving it even more forward. Mark Golding make whole heap of man can fly go foreign, you know, because the ganja charge when it depend on name, it come off the one charge where they have make they couldn't fly foreign, you know. And because of when Mark Golding do, people can fly now. So there was a change coming. But you are going. This is one uncomfortable conversation for comrade to have. But I about the third time now me hear Mark Stewart say Mama P did something where God never pleased about. And that's why God removed her. She does something where God never pleased about. And God removed her. You understand what I say? With all of the good what she do, she did something that did not please God and God removed her. So you see, this a brother when you man Jonas. Me tell you already, you know, if you just want observe and watch God, it's going to be unbelievable. Some people, when we are going to deal with him, you're going to know say God deal with him. You there will be no doubt left in your mind. When they know they start fall, man. Oh gosh. Just go and watch and look, you know. Just go and watch and look. But as me I say, some whole heap thing when I go on for Westmoreland, man. Oh gosh. Whole heap plan. But when the next party coming up power, the man and stuff, all of that. Oh, you're away, your people them and a JLP. Yeah man, Mama P they have plans, man. Mama P they have plans. But PMP coming up power, JLP coming up power, and then plans they get scrapped. Alright, may I give you an example. You remember a program when you Pride with the housing them? You notice the JLP not do nothing up on that program there? Scrap, put down. No money now pumping it. Man, they say, yo, if you go continue your program, we are gonna make you look good. What you say? I heard that on the thing you played a couple nights ago, but thought I was hearing wrong. Thank you for clarifying. Where you here, Cali? Where you here? Which thing that? You need to clarify where you here.
Apple plants out of the soil. And I am wondering if it's a tsunami or a hurricane. Because I've seen pineapple farms eroded, pineapple plants just removed like that. Farmers lose income.
No, we should have to understand, you know, everybody have to understand. You see, that storm there, the pressure and the wind speed, that report anything what you see right near, that report everything. Operation Pride, thank you so much. Rodney Allen say aboard those PMP bill. Oh God, me won't even answer you. Yo, listen me man, me have family at Portmore. And that's one I want a best example. Then the property where them get fee price so them get early. PMP know exactly what they want to do for empower people. And look at Portmore now. Till all JLP want to use German Mandarin. Bro, didn't Carb Light resign because of Operation Pride? Carb Light, I don't know about that. Oh yeah man, yes, Cali. Yes, yes, she was in bed with the dragon. That are the Chinese there. Something where she signed with them or agreement with them. Yeah. God never pleased about it. And the prophet talk about it. You understand? But Andrew him there in a bed with the dragon and now to even deeper than she. So you know, so if him no repent or something, if him don't fall sure. You feel me I deal with? If him don't fall sure. Yeah, me not gonna tell us I know something I don't know. Me not tell us, you ask a question and I respond. Me don't even know you probably have your agenda for your party or whatever. Me answer you as honestly as I can. Me don't know about Carlisle, but me know say Operation Pride and Jonas go up on microphone and talk bad about it. And he host them with him bill, Hurricane come out there, and the people them ask what kind of paper wall them here. So he shame himself again, and the Operation Pride building them we build up still up. Yeah man, Andrew a political prostitute man. In terms of they call it geopolitics. Political prostitute that one.
And communities lose food security. There is quite a crisis unfolding. That's a loan that finance some of these farms. There are a number of persons who borrowed small business loans from the different banking institutions, and right now they are struggling to pay back some of those loans. There are persons who are losing their vehicles that they use as collateral, as security to get some of these loans, and their vehicles are now being taken away from them.
Someone in the ear Mark Golding said there needs to be a real strong approach to help the business people in these areas get back up on their feet. Only here people are lose them vehicle collateral or them put up for borrow money from the bank. And I see them vehicle them they use for them farming. Hey, rough in Jamaica. My God.
Thank you for reminding the world that St. Elizabeth is and must remain the breadbasket of Jamaica. You addressed the devastation of the farms and farming infrastructure. You spoke about the impact on food security and prices nationally, the adequacy of support reaching farmers, and the plan needed to restore and modernize agriculture in the parish. Thank you, Dr. Campbell, for your thorough presentation. To you, the attendees, to you, the people of St. Elizabeth, and there are some persons here from Westmoreland, thank you for coming out to participate in this worthwhile session. This was all about you, and your attendance made the occasion.
Colleagues, hello.
Talking about Dr. Campbell.
Good. So I wanted to make a few points, if I could have your attention, please. I am in a similar mood to you, my lady. I am a little bit broken in spirit, listening to the concerns of the people.
Of course.
The greatest issue I have with the government is that I believe that they are uncaring in the approach that they are pursuing. And I will give evidence as to why I came to that conclusion. First, we have a problem in Jamaica with predial larceny.
Yes.
That is persons who steal agricultural produce, whether it's crop or livestock. They take what does not belong to them and they try to sell it. To deal with it in relation to livestock, we came up with a system called the National Animal Identification and Traceability System, which is designed to ensure that you can tag the animals, right? So that it makes it harder for somebody to sell an animal if they do not have the tag and the record of the animal. Because the government is not giving any tags to the farmers or not tagging the animals, it is causing normal citizens to be made into criminals. So somebody who legitimately has their cattle, goats or pigs or whatever, are not able to sell them, because if they attempt to do so and they do not have the tag for the animal and the police were to intercept them, then they would be charged and treated as if
They are
the
criminals.
prey, they are last.
Yes.
They are the person that is stealing the animal. In 2023, the government reviewed the penalties. The penalties, it was $250,000 or 3 months in prison. And this same new administration of the same party,
yes,
moved it to $3 million or 3 years in prison.
Want to hear that?
So I want you to understand. You are here and you're just raising your goats, you're raising your cow, you're trying to make a life so you can take care of yourself and your family. The government says they're trying to help you. We agree, put a tag in place. You know, put a system in place to tag the animals so we can trace them.
Right.
And they moved the penalty from $250,000 or 3 months in prison to $3 million or 3 years in prison. And they don't provide any tax to the farmers who have their animals out there. It is wicked and uncaring.
The man them set up the man them figure out prison, brother. Anti-honest government is evil. It's the same thing with the roads. The taxi man them on the road, the man them I get ticket for everything. I lose points now. But they not have proper road. Me say it all the while, you know. How your car fit when the road not fit? How? How is that possible? So how you expect me to do my job if it's the same thing with the hospital them? They not give the nurse them the tools them what they need, and then them cuss out the nurse them and blame the nurse them, dirty Christopher Tufton. Always I blame the nurse. Him and Andrew is same thing. I don't know people that talk about say, oh, if Andrew leave, a Christopher Tufton and one is, none of them is no good. Two of them are the same thing. You understand? One does the PR better than the other. All of them are the same thing. I am grateful. Ian, all of them are the same thing. I respect for the gift. All of them are the continue to get the likes up my side. Remember, I said, I want to get 50K, you know. See, I still have 40 minutes left, so work with me. Come on, man. When I try to make a living, brother, you're farming, bro. Farming. You don't know what hard farming is? And then a man turn you in a prisoner and in a convict for your own livestock because of a wicked law when put in place. Justice have to serve still, you know. Yeah, man. Justice have to serve. Justice have to serve. Me feeling like justice more.
Some checks now, and I said, let me look and see how much is it for a tag. The first animal is supposed to be tagged free of charge, and then $300 for every animal after that. The government, after the hurricane, went out and raised some money from people who said, all right, our brothers and sisters were affected. We are donating some money so you can go help them.
Yes.
People from yard and people from abroad donated some money. $1.44 billion. Not million, you know. $1 billion. $1.44 billion. And up to February, the government spent less than 2% of it. 2% means that if it was 100 something that you have, then spend less than 2 out of it.
Less than $2.
So 98 still left. If they were to spend the 0.44 on some tax, they would be able to tag 1.46 million animals. So I can only come to the conclusion that they don't care. I can't come to any other conclusion. The only conclusion I can come to is that they do not care.
They don't care, brother.
Agriculture suffered significant damage. And remember that I am your neighbor to the west. Remember, I'm your neighbor to the west, you know. So I understand firsthand the devastation that was experienced in these parts. Firsthand. In relation to housing stock, those that were damaged or totally destroyed. In relation to your businesses, your little shop that you would have, or any other business that you would have, got the same damage that the house would have gotten because they were constructed the same way. I understand the damage that you would have suffered in relation to electricity, the damage to the schools, the damage to your farms. And so I can stand here and state clearly that we support every single effort to rebuild for the people of Jamaica. Every single effort to rebuild for the people of Jamaica.
Jesus,
and whatever we
in
can do
Mark
from where we
chapter
stand
135,
to accelerate, fast track that process, make it happen quicker.
It's going
we
to
will
fly
do
the
so
clock.
because we want the people to be restored to the
Ryan,
condition they were in and be
back
improved
around
to even
now.
better condition.
I have seen
We're not against that.
not to faint.
I am anxious to see people returning to their regular life and their livelihood being restored. Agriculture is one of the main things that we can do to empower people. And I don't have to preach this to you because St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket parish of Jamaica. 1 out of every 4 things that is produced in agriculture is produced in St. Elizabeth. 14 parishes we have, but 1 out of every 4 things that produce in agriculture, 24% of what we produce in agriculture comes from St. Elizabeth. Agriculture employs almost 300,000 people.
Holy for people that.
You have the Minister of Agriculture as your member of parliament.
Think about it. Think about that.
The Minister of Agriculture as your representative.
Bro. What?
And next door is the Deputy Minister of Agriculture in the parish of St. Elizabeth.
No, brother, what this, brother?
Both the Minister and the Deputy are from the parish of St. Elizabeth. When Beryl passed, the Minister said
Jamaica, just imagine. I want you to think about yourself. You come from a place where farming was that was the way how people made their living. You rose up, got an education, went into politics, and you became the agriculture minister, and you're from that area. What do you expect to happen? What would you do in that position? You are listening to me right now. What would you do in that position? That's what sent you to school. Denton, what would you do, Denton? Kali, what would you do? That's why what Denton Campbell said in this little small clip here is so profound, yo. The man them no business about the people them. The man them is uncaring, the man them is evil. Listen, me can't say that about somebody if me never believe it. Yo, the man them evil, yo. The man them show me say them evil. Fly green and wall on the evil Bridget. Because if it is a case where you're there in a rock and a hard place because I party with there now, brother, me couldn't sit down as the Minister of Agriculture and watch the man them has suffered. It would have talk out, brother. If me really care about the people, them would have speak out against it. The man them do the bare minimum and worship themselves and want people to worship them. Bare minimum. If I was the Minister of Agriculture and I come from St. Elizabeth would be the beacon of production. Everybody would have rich off of farming. I'm been in a power for 10 years. Oh, what do you, man? What do you? There's too much technology out there. There's too many ways to get water to the people them. for putting the problems them about drought and all of that is not a new problem on the earth. There is methods that can be used. We remember the other day in the pandemic when a young lady come down here from a small island and run fresh water from out of the sea. I don't remember the process what them call it. When they turn the seawater into fresh water. Cost her little to nothing to put that system in place. And you're telling me that people live along the coast in Jamaica and can't get water osmosis. It come from all the desalination. Thank you, Jody. Desalination, that's the word I look for. Nobody could talk to me, Cali. Desalination. The woman, no, remember the lady will come from foreign, from one of the small island them, and she was so proud. Me say, I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed, but me dey happy at the same time. So the lady can show up the government. Come run fresh water. Where man tell me say, man, too much technology out there, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these Caribbean islands, you know, I see them they used to get fresh water, you know. They don't really have no money part. Them island they small, they don't have no choice. They don't have no choice. Hello, good night. You want to run a game? Alright. Come through my side. Don't nobody let me down, you know. Nobody let me down my side. Tap up the screen. Tap up the screen. So as I was saying, guys, you know, these small islands, they don't have like freshwater options. So they have to use desalination as a method. And it's not really expensive to what I'm understanding. Right? Come on my side. Times 3 for the gifting, you know. This is the time to send the gift. You have 23 seconds left. Times 3 for the gift. Any gift you send, a times 3 and keep tap up the screen. 15 seconds left. Come through my side. Come through my side. 10 seconds. Nobody? Alright. Alright. I am grateful. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is it. Yes. So on the top, you see them, the taps them count to, you know. We woke up in a one giant in the night, man. Nobody on my side can cheer laugh. Nobody on my side can challenge that one. The lady from the Bahamas. Thank you so much, Sassy. So there's a lot of options where they can use to get water to the people. And one of the things that Cartoon was saying on this same live stream, you know, Cartoon, she was saying that, yo, look at the places, ×2 gifting for reaching the target. I don't know much about them stuff, man. But I know say, when I make me there dead out, people. When I make me there dead out. Gifter target 1. 60 seconds, 1 gifter target. I guess it's a title gifter. But me find the video I look for still. I want to play. Find the video I want to play. Give me a second. Jamaica shouldn't have no water problem, man. We have too much springs and yes, it's sweet browning. How are this now? ×2 gifting, guys. You can't get me up now and save me, you know, man. Send out some gifts, man. 36 seconds left. ×2 for the gifting, you know. I remember my life goal. The land of food and water. Dark truth. But we have all of this water problem. Can't believe you, man.
me show them my life goal, cause come like one member say other one. 12 seconds left on it 2 times, nobody. Top up the screen, same way then. At least I get the tops them up. I want to play one next game, because I don't like how not going with me now. Run one next one after this. I'm not going good. 1 minute and 38. But we still have time. Oh, yeah. We still have time, ladies and gentlemen. We still have time. You don't see so much time left. I'm going to go on top of the screen here, man. Taps them, need the taps them same way. I don't give nobody nothing for put on. I don't give nobody nothing for put on. Thank you for the effort. See the video when I look for, man. Today what? Today which day? Friday? Thursday. Oh, today is Thursday. Tomorrow Friday. Why me I run on the date so? Why me I run on the date so, brother? 3 days ago. This gotta be it.
To release prior shout and flower. Amen, missionary.
1:30. Alright, me get it. Got him. Want to play next one? Alright, you good? Yeah, man. Alright, so we'll find the video, guys. On up my side, work with the times them, man. Wait for the times them. When you see times them, you can run the gift them. It no matter what you send, and rows it don't really matter. Just run the gift them and the times them around. See times 2 they come up now, you only have 28 seconds. Alright? Only have 28 seconds. 20 seconds, 19. There you go. That is it. That is it. You see how that work? Come on, man. They make this girl there laugh off of me. 6 more seconds left. Big up yourself, Jessela. Right? You see how that work? Because the points ain't shut up. And we get times 3, you know, just some normal local gift. You understand? You can work the thing. I like that gift that, you know, with the art, you know. One time I did my life goal. Bonus mission in a 60 seconds. You look like one next times to come up now on my side. Next times to wanna get ready with the gift them, you know. So I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. On the wiki. On the wiki. Oh, what is, man? Those see there. Alright, so 2 people, I don't know how this go, like 2 people need to follow me or something. 2 people need to follow me whenever follow me. I don't know if that is right, so. If 2 persons follow me, it will open up some type of gift. But I still wait for the next times though. Alright, that is not it, obviously. That is not it. That is not it. That is not it at all. What do you say? Unlock 2 gifting. Reach the gifter target. I don't know if I 2 gift they want me to send. I don't know. Guys, join the fan club. I can do that too, you know. Everybody can do that. Isn't it? Everybody can do that. Join the fan club.
could not reach the target, unfortunately. Keep tapping, guys. We're gonna reach 10,000 taps yet. Thank you so much, Chris. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Chris. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Look at them. Now send me no more times, you know. Got them now send me. Alright. Thank you, Jesela. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. We need some more assurance, you know, because you see our people in my chop over this earlier. So we keep tapping up the screen and see if we get to our next times again. And who can send gifts? It taps them count, you know, my side. Taps them count, man. People don't see me there play game. No, sir. What a thing. Come people, let's take. Yo, Jaja. Una easy, you know, man. Yo, una easy, yeah, man. Alright, see that? This me I look for. This me I look for. I find it. Me find it. Yes, me find it.
And all those who have gathered with him and organized local.
My side on the soul, do.
We have released.
Make you one over there go on with ourselves. Eh? Wanna make you one over there go on with ourselves. Come on, 2 more of them there. Chris, send 2 more of them there, Chris. You know, see a 600 of the woman there for me. I want 2 more of them there. Come on, my side, do the right thing. We have 19 seconds. You can't steal it, you know. You can't steal it, you know. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that was a good effort though. Better than the last time. She has some big people over there going with themselves. Anyway.
Many prophecies. We have been denounced. We have been kicked aside, hated, talked about, ostracized, isolated. But I'm back. I'm still here. Didn't go nowhere. Solid as a rock.
Hey, big up all I gift of them. Thanks,
still
sir.
Standing and still speaking.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Why? Because I am standing, and we are standing, Apostle, on the solid rock, the solid foundation, the cornerstone, the tested stone, Jesus Christ, the precious cornerstone. Who is that? Jesus, the Messiah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The Messiah. I have laid in Zion all those who have put their trust in 1 p.m. and have chose Jamaica. You have failed. You have disappointed God, putting your trust in man when God has laid a cornerstone for the nation. Jamaica, you should have chosen God over man. Jamaica, you have blundered. Jamaica, you have made the ultimate mistake and will pay the ultimate price.
Amen. It is what it is.
Jamaica, until you have come to your senses, until you understand what Mount Carmel represents, Jesus Christ, what the plain of Dora represents, where you have a choice and you had a choice. Hallelujah. You made the error of going out, celebrate, man, break the anthem, broke the pledge, build altars. You chose Baal. You chose Nebuchadnezzar. You chose Pharaoh. You chose Ahab, Jezebel. God is reminding you this morning I don't care who don't like me or who I'm in that space now where I feel solid. And you know why? Because every prophecy is coming to pass. Every word is coming to pass. So it gives me more power and more strength to unleash more dangerous prophetic release without fear of haters and dislikers. Jesus is the answer for Jamaica.
Straight.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth is the answer for the nation. And if we don't turn to Jesus and call him and holler at the cornerstone, holler at the sure foundation, I'm telling you, there's going to be a greater panic in the country and the nation will be stricken so terribly that, my God, I'm telling you, man of God, I am telling the nation, there is a major flood coming. St. James will be flooded again. Westmoreland will be flooded again. The nation will see major flood water in short order. We have broken the covenant. And no matter how you speak to these people, say, I'm going to go further and show you how God sees these people, man of God. But hear me well and hear me good. There is a word for the remnant this morning. I look for a word, Apostle. Search for a word. And when I came here 2 nights ago, I got the word. Man of God. Watch this. Verse 17. I will make justice the measuring line. Righteousness the plumb line. Oh, Jesus. Right. And water will overflow your hiding place. Jesus Christ. Listen, Apostle Marshall, I hear justice shall prevail for Jamaica. Justice will prevail. Justice will come. Jamaica, justice will be served. I promise you, those in high places, tell your national leader and all those who have gathered with him and organized local and international to sell out Jamaica and put a death order on the nation. Tell them, thus said the living God, justice will be served. Did you hear what I just said? God said to tell the leaders of this country, mark my word, my friend. Tell the government, tell the system, tell the evil altars, those who have laid up evil altar in parity in St. Elizabeth to destroy, to rebuild it for themselves. Those who have mounted altar in St. Anne, in St. James, those who have mounted altar in St. Thomas, in Portland, hey, Bashaya, tell the leader who have organized, orchestrated Indian power, Illuminati power, death order, sold themselves and sold our country for annihilation and destruction, like Esther and Mordecai. Tell Haman, justice will be served. Justice will. I am not guessing, my friend. I am not guessing this one. I am not backing down. I am not talking with fear. No, if, but, or maybe. Justice 2016, I told Jamaica, the plumb line is drawn and the party in power was going to be taken down and the leader will go down and will disappear. I told them the woman who went to China and gave up Jamaica will lose everything. And from that day till now, we have seen the destruction of that party and that woman, and seemingly as if they can't rise again. I'm talking about the opposition, who seem to have no power, no gut, no backbone, and seems not to be able to stop nothing in protecting Jamaican people. And the opposition system is failing the Jamaican people, but they seems to have no way of stopping the onslaught of evil that the government is dishing out on the nation's people in this country. They are weak. And they have been weakened. But this system, I am getting ready to draw the plumb line again.
So on you hear that, Cali? So that visit there to China. Yeah, man. That mash up Mama P, you know. God never please. God never please. At all.
This is it. Are you there with me? I will make justice the measuring line. God is about to measure them. Hey, Koshataya. Righteousness, the plumb line. God is about to draw the line on behalf of the people. Everything they're rolling up. Didn't we tell them, man of God, that they're going to be sorry? Because what the government has to roll out on them, they're going to pop their eyes, they're going to be shocked, and they're going to be disappointed. Didn't we warn the nation that this system that they're going to roll out on the nation, man of God, you better be careful how you buy a patty or a box juice or a sweetie and pull it on the road where they have some kind of gun that will pick up everything that you're doing from miles out and stop you and tell you, we saw you 2 miles out eating a sweetie in your car, drinking a bag juice in your car, we're going to charge you right now. You said, how did you? They said, see there, we can show you on the screen of the gun what you were doing in your car. Oh my man of God, we told them there is a system. Everything is being set up and it is unstoppable because the people gave the power to the evil order. They fortified. They went out and they agreed that this is what they want. They chose, they made a choice, and the choice they have made is going to backfire on them so bad that Jamaicans will lie in the streets of Kingston, Walla and Hala, in the streets of St. James, in the streets of God Almighty, and wish they never born in this country when they're finished with. But hear what the Lord says, I will step in on time.
Justice.
I will make justice. Make what? Justice shall prevail, my friend. Are you there with me? Justice. When the courts, when the system fail, the Jamaican people, God will bring justice.
Talking about the system failing, remember the 27th of July, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, 4 days from now, man, Paul Buchanan, man. Remember that court case there? If you decide Andrew seat, go see it gonna.
PP, when the what they call those system that is falling out.
Talking about system. Listen to the argument there, cause such and such drop a bombshell there, you know.
Rather ID, you must get this replant. You must get. Let me break something down to you, because a lot of you don't get what is coming. I'm keep on telling you about it now here. Pay attention. Naira bill was never done because of emergency and to help the people. The Naira bill gives the government the power over the constitution to do things under the emergency. When they did the law for you must have your idea, you can't travel with animals, right? I must thief if you have no receipt. When they come out and tell us, oh, they're not protecting you. Now they are making sure you cannot carry on food for the same reason. No, the amount of effort that goes into putting these things in place. Tell me when have they made the right infrastructure change to support farmers, but they want to talk about thief. I mean, I think thief in Jamaica biggest problem. I think infrastructure. They don't put the infrastructure in, but they want to make sure say when you carry your goods, they're not gonna lock your feet. And let me tell you why they're doing it. Now, the reason why they want to make sure you cannot carry around animals and food. When 2030 come and them choose to boxing up like goat and pigs, your food cannot go to your friend. You cannot barter with your friend. You cannot trade with your friend. And you're putting in the right infrastructure for when the time come, when them lock on it in like a goat and pig, when they can't move. So what they're doing these things under the pretense as if they're helping you. They're not helping you. The last time them help you, them go on a vaccine.
Hey.
The last time they help you, them go on it. So don't pretend that like I'm an idiot out here. When they say them talk about you have to have it to plant, they didn't say that, but they said commercially. Let me tell you something. If I carry one bunch of banana now to give my brethren, how am I going to prove to them that I am not just giving my brethren?
Yes.
That is the trick.
Great
I see where them in trick with the marijuana. Rather ID. You must get this pig. When they can't move, them go on the vaccine. But you have to have it to plant. They didn't say that, but they said commercially. Let me tell you something. If I carry one bunch of banana now to give my brethren, how am I going to prove to them that I am not just giving my brethren? That is the
bingo. The gray areas in the law, ladies and gentlemen. The trick of it all. Such and such, big up yourself. Big up yourself. It's about 2 or 3 times I see make some video about them type of something. And me tell you, I don't know how to say this, but you know, me just ask God for guide me. Because the things that I need to say, me have a need God's protection. The things that I need to say, I have a need God's protection. It's not that I'm slow. It's not that I don't know. I just know the medium I'm on. At some point, I don't know about nobody else, but boy, when I start talking about certain things, I can't edit, you know. I can't edit, I can't filter. So better, I just not talk. Better, I just not say nothing. Tall man, make up yourself. Better, I not say nothing. Better, I not talk. So I just say, no, easy back and just race and watch what go on and say, alright. You know them way there? But in dog, no matter about.
I see them with them in chicken with the marijuana.
Yes, Kali, yes.
Because on the too dark.
That me I talk
right?
about, Kali.
Them pretend like them are gonna help you, so them can box around. Now, Bill, it's not for you, and it's not to rebuild Jamaica under emergency. It's to take control over constitution. They pray the last penny over animals, same thing. This now on food, same thing. Watch on the 6, right? They're doing this right under the eyes. I can't even see what I want because they're so caught up with everything and FIFA and who sprayed Desmond eye.
Peer distraction.
We're so easily distracted, friend. Get to the shit together. They are coming for you. Ready up. Rather ID.
Yo, me say dog, don't tell a lie. Peer distraction.
Live in the USA, and you know who is here watching the England game? The Minister of Health and Wellness in Jamaica, who claims that in the last 10 years, the Jamaican hospitals and healthcare system has improved drastically. Before any of you start telling me about how Andrew Unholiness is building a hospital that'll be ready in 2027, how about the hospitals that need help right now? How about the people who need beds right now? Where are the resources now? Man who can afford to fly him and his son out for 2 days just to watch a football game in the USA is trying to gaslight the people into saying that Jamaica's healthcare system has improved. He's saying that there are more hospital beds. Let's hear what he said and let's debunk the lies.
I'm the Minister of Health and Wellness in Jamaica. Do you think that Jamaica has a good healthcare system? I think we have a better healthcare system than we had 10 years ago when we took office. What's the difference? More hospital beds, more diagnostic equipment, more drugs being given to persons who are ill free of cost, more doctors and nurses, more legislation or policy around restriction of sugary drink. But let me say, it's never perfect and it never really reaches the target because the challenges evolve every single day.
So if there's one thing that you want to change now as the health minister,
really good if every citizen understood that they have a role to protect their own health. Secondly though, the nurses and doctors are showing more empathy. Because over time, if you're in the business long enough, you get a little cold to illness and sometimes you miss the importance of showing better care.
Oh yeah, let's just blame the people who suffered from a Cat 5 hurricane. Let's blame the doctors and nurses who are doing their job every day, saving lives with little resource, underpaid, overworked, in the worst conditions. What are you talking about? While you're in Miami after spending thousands of dollars watching a football match. Mind you, our hospital beds, bear in mind, many Jamaicans are not seeing hospital beds for weeks, waiting for hospital beds for weeks, literally laying on the floor in the hospital. More machines, that's a fucking lie. The Children's Hospital has none from what I recall. More doctors and nurses, that's a damn lie too. Did we not just send a bunch of Cuban doctors away to appease the USA? That's interesting. Listen, I understand that you want to try and push a certain narrative as the health and wellness minister of Jamaica, because really and truly, you're just going to fly out and get private health care in the USA or wherever else, right? So the things that
Respect
are
all, man.
actually happening in the public hospitals don't affect you because you are getting private health care. And then mentioning policy against sugary drinks, are you taking a fucking piss? You are literally mocking the Jamaican people right now. One of just wicked and bad mind. This is an awful, awful thing for him to actually proudly go out there after spending thousands of US dollars to watch a football match while his fellow Jamaicans are still suffering the consequences of Hurricane Melissa out in the west of the country. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You and Andrew Unholiness can go fuck yourself.
Embarrassing.
Thank you. Having a U.
Damn. Is she Jamaican? She got a lot of passion for Jamaica, man. This chick right here. Wow. I didn't listen to all of it. Boy, she came with all the smoke. I'm talking about all the smoke. Damn. Hey, you gotta chill, man. Be the diva. You gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? You gotta calm down. You know what I mean? Sheesh. Hey, choose peace, though, you know. But I understand. I get it, you know. But now, like, Jamaica, I kind of try to stay away from. Yo, you see the little girl? Me no want to go over that story there. Me want fire burning on the middle of my chest. Just me hear pieces of the story. The end result is the baby throat slash. Me no want to talk about that story there. Me I tell you the truth. Me not gonna talk about it, but me I get angry. Me no want to talk about that. Me just have to go pray. Me no want to talk about that story. Me no trust me. Yeah. No. If the Jamaican people they don't really see where pastor and the man of God them a say what is actually going on is spiritual in the country. When you see innocent baby and them something the blood that spill like this, we are gonna get judged, you know. Me no know no Jody. I don't know what tough than I talk about, you know. But the girl fixing business too. But the man of God and the woman of God, them a tell the man that one the government, one the people, man, they all the man, everybody stays a lot their ears. I say everybody stay and a lot their ears.
From Spanish Town to whoever the members of the band, and it seems like these people have been paid to shut up, or they've been paid not to release the reports, or they've been threatened or something. But I'm telling you, my friend, justice will prevail. Justice will be served one way or another. I hear God say, tell Jamaicans who are calling on his name, justice will be served.
Yes, sir.
If the Integrity Commission fail, if the system of the courts fail to give justice to the thief in election, if the justice system fail to acknowledge the rigging, the thieving, if the justice system fail to acknowledge that the electoral system was threatened and the workers was threatened and their family and life was threatened to deliver or dead, if the justice system fail to understand that Israel and China had a hand in a democratic system and fail the people. Hear me well, my friend. There is what is called God's justice.
All right.
And God's justice will be served in Jamaica. In a little while, Jamaicans will see and know that I am not a player. Justice will be served. in Jamaica, not by man. Jamaicans, you don't need to block road, you don't need to go out and demonstrate. It won't work. You can't stop the system. You cannot, the opposition can't stop it. You can't stop it. It's out of your hands. But I have laid a stone in Zion, a cornerstone, a sure foundation, tested, tried, and proven. Mark my word, justice will be served. Yeah? Watch this. You hear what I just said? Water will overflow the hiding place. They can't hide. Water will overflow Jamaica. Every hiding place, every order, every planted stuff will be dug up, root up. Water will rip through Jamaica, and every altar will be exposed in short order. What did I just say, man of God?
Every altar will be exposed in short order. It has to happen, Jamaica. The remnant have prayed, and God is going to answer. God is going to answer them prayer. So justice will be served in short order. And that is where I leave it for tonight. And that's what comforts me. Because, you know, when you look at the gravity of the situation, in how these people have everything locked. Them have everything locked, you know? Yes, man. Them have everything locked. But justice will be served. God is the only, we the flag of them. I mean, we have to do what we have to do. In terms of how we put out and stuff like that. But, I tell you, God have to release his judgment on this liar. Them alter dead. All of them something where them are going with, them things they have to lift up. Country can't move forward, Jamaica. Jamaica mark for death. Have to take off that half away. God have to intervene. Too much witchcraft, too much you know, wickedness from high places, India, China, Egypt, all type of thing are going on in Jamaica spiritually. That is wrong. So thank God for God, thank God for your remnant. Listen, thank God for men and women of God, yeah, man. And thank God for Jesus. I won't answer that no other way. Jesus is the only answer. No other way. Will we be delivered from fear and him wife and him whole team? Big up on yourself, everybody. Thank you for coming again. I feel like I'm going to play that clip here every single time I come live. I'm going to find the... I'm going to put the part of it we have to deal with the topic. Yeah, we know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do. I have a timestamp there, so. Yeah, man. I'm going to deal with it, man. I'm going to deal with it. Big up on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. The word is love. Have yourself a wonderful morning. And see, well, you know, check out the videos that I posted already if you missed them. The last short that I did. I need everybody to go TikTok. The last video that I put up, we need to make it viral for me. Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, the link is in the bio. My YouTube link is in the bio. On YouTube, the last short video that I put out, check it, like it and share it. Share it by your WhatsApp status. Same thing for TikTok, share that on WhatsApp status, let it go viral here. Later people, big up on yourself. I'm out. Bye, Kali.